Right. Hey everyone, welcome back to another lunchtime live stream. I'm John Bobrow. I'm creator of Blinks, and I'm here today with our lead of games.
Dan, hey, I've been on before.
Today we're actually going to be doing our very first live from the forum.
Yeah, in the sense, yeah.
And we've shared games from the forum before. In fact, there have been many published to the Blinks game system. And 2021 is the year of games, which we're really excited to be not only helping the community create more games, but hosting events. And I feel like we have to start off today's stream with the event that is right around the corner.
Yeah, so Global Game Jam is coming up right last weekend of January. This year, as you might expect, it is a virtual game jam. It's the first time Global Game Jam's gone totally virtual. And we are once again joining with Playcrafting, which is an organization, New York and now like worldwide game development organization, to sponsor their virtual site. And so we've got a lot of really exciting things coming up. We'll have tons of like developers coming together, not just from New York, as it usually is in an in-person game jam, but from all over the world, working on Blinks games, working together through Discord and Slack and however they want to talk to each other. And we'll be there all weekend giving live support, and we'll be running a workshop. And we're really hoping that, or not hoping, I mean, we know because we've done it, that game jams always produce tons of great games. I think, how many games from game jams were published before you even joined the company? So in the Corn expansion, there's a couple of them, right?
Yeah, so Barry is a game that was designed at the IndieCade Game Jam.
Yep.
Bomb Brigade was designed at a game jam. Astro came from a Beyond Tabletop game jam. Let's see. Fracture was arguably the very first game jam game, and that was a 3-hour game jam.
Yeah. And then last year, as many of you might know, and you've seen on other streams, we participated in Global Game Jam 2020, again with Playcrafting at the Microsoft building. And I mean, four of those games from that game jam are already published. That's Reactor, Pirates and Lasers, Group Therapy, and then actually Alchematch, which wasn't even in the community set, was prototyped at the game jam and then finalized for Epic Adventure. And there's even a fifth game that I have on one of my lists of likely to be published that was also made at that game jam. So probably by the end of the year, 5 games from Global Game Jam 2020 will be published. So we're really excited to see what the developer community can make at Global Game Jam 2021. And now that it's not restricted to people who are within, earshot of New York, I'm expecting a lot more.
And I feel like the community at Playcrafting is like such a good community.
Yeah.
So, not only are you going to get to be able to interact with Blinksters all over the world, you're also going to be able to interact with existing really great game communities. And I think it's so nice that like Dan at Playcrafting and just first of all, Dan is just like such an amazing person.
Yeah, Dan Butchko is the head of Playcrafting in New York, everywhere. He actually reached out to us before we even reached out to him to be like, hey, Global Game Jam's coming again. It's virtual. What do you guys want to do? So that was really exciting.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of fun working with them, and that's right around the corner. It starts next week.
Does it? Geez, yeah, it does. It starts really soon.
And like Dan said, there's going to be lots of support. And actually, I see a lot of our Blinksters watching our live stream. A number of you are also helping out. So we've got mentors from the community who've already made games or really have been hands-on with Blinks. And so if you're a little bit nervous about trying to make a game, there's no requisites whatsoever. You can come in with no game design experience, no programming experience, and still be on a team and create a game that weekend. It's just going to be really fun.
Yeah, and I think that's a unique opportunity because usually at game jams, think of game jams I went to years and years ago where I didn't know much about Unity, and there wasn't anyone there specifically to help. Obviously, like people around you could help, but they were also kind of busy with what they were doing. But I think that's something that I really liked about the 2020 Game Jams. Jon and I were not there making games. We were just there helping. And so I think that's a rare opportunity to have the people who made, people who are experts at the tool you're using there to help you. And then on top of that, we've got some amazing people, including some people who are watching now, who are, will be making games and participating in the jam, but who have made sure that they'll be there, and that we may be able to say, Spencer would be a great person to ask about that. And so there'll be much more support than you'd even get at just a regular game jam.
Yeah, and I'm excited to be working on just some like graphics and tuning and stuff. It's going to be fun. Dan and I are going to be live streaming and doing a workshop.
Yeah.
So we'll come back and share more about the game jam. But today, I'm actually excited to play a game that Dan has not had a chance to play yet.
I've not had a chance to boot this up.
And this is a game in our...
I've heard about it.
word on the forum is, and I think we're going to continue to do this where we pull games from the forum. And we, of course, love having game designers on, and we invite people to share their games. But when games are popping up into the forum that's like, okay, I've been playing around with this, I'd like to get some more time on it, and we'd like to show it in progress. So this is a game that is not complete. It's a game that is on the forum, and if you're following the forum, you can watch its progress. And so I've been excited to play this with Dan, so I'm going to switch to camera 2. And so for this setup today, we've got a good deal of blinks out on the table. I've got 30 blinks here. The game was actually designed to be played with up to 128 blinks. Mm-hmm. So if you've got a Go Bigger set, this is the game for you. We'll play with 30. We may try it with less, and we can try it with some more as well in the office. But this game, if you haven't recognized it yet, this game is called Hexagon, and it's made by Bruno in our developer forum. And you can check out and see where this game came from. The game actually existed before, not as a Blinks game, just as a standard computer game. And then Bruno has ported this game to Blinks, and there's a lot of neat things happening. And so it's a territory control game, and the game ends when you've taken over a majority of the map. And so, and actually, when it runs out of spaces.
Sure.
And so there's a balance of taking over spaces, as well as filling space.
Sure.
And I'm not sure if I'm going to do it justice.
Well, do I need a piece?
So I'll actually pull this one aside.
Okay.
We actually create our pieces on the board.
Okay.
But I set one aside because we'll do something with another piece in a bit.
Okay.
So it's for 1 to 4 players.
All right.
Technically 2 to 4 players.
Sure.
So by holding one down, let's see, that reset, and then I can create a piece. Oh, let me see if I'm doing this correctly.
Does this go alone?
Let's see.
No, like alone to create a piece. Oh no.
I had just done this last week. Let's see.
He's 30 seconds back.
Yeah. 30. He's in 30 seconds.
What's your memory of what's supposed to happen? Describe what you think is supposed to happen, and then I'll see.
So I'm gonna get a red team.
Yeah.
And
mechanically, what are you gonna do to make that happen?
Yeah. So what I for some reason I recalled it as a long press to create my. Yes. Thank you.
Have I broken it?
No. This is perfect. So if you press one piece, so just okay. So that reset everything.
Okay.
So a single press will create your piece, and then over here, I can.
Okay.
So now we've got the blue team and the red team.
Yeah.
And let's see. To start the game, I double click. That's kind of the standard that we had set up.
And this is what it...
Okay.
Am I still there?
You are still there.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yes, there I am. Okay, great.
Cool.
Cool.
So
it's my turn.
So it's your turn. You're blinking.
Okay. I'm just going to guess that the move is to single-click an adjacent blink or any blink.
So you, I believe, tap your piece.
Yeah.
And it shows you where you can move.
Okay.
If you go 2 away,
yeah,
you jump.
That's okay. Great. I've done it.
If I select next,
Yeah.
I propagate.
That's fair.
So I'm going to do this, and now I have 2 spots that I can be. Oh, wow. Okay. So I know a little bit more about this game. So when I select here, in this case, I can go to, if I land in an adjacent piece, I'm going to end this game real quickly.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I jump here, and I take over the pieces that I landed next to.
Pieces that aren't yellow.
That's correct.
Okay, sure.
And so I killed you, and I win. So let's go ahead and reset, and then tap once, tap a red, I'll bring a blue up here,
and then double click.
Double click to start the game.
Okay, cool. All right, that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. It's doing its math.
Let's see. That was a terrible move.
I mean, yeah, it was. But I was guessing at some things.
Okay. And so the way I've been learning to play this game is playing an AI, and we'll bring a third player into the game.
Yeah.
Because I think we're gonna learn something here by watching an AI play. I should have thought about that. Okay. I guess I can get myself out of here a bit. That does not... Oh, no, you can jump that far.
But you can go there.
I could go here. I could go here and take over this bit. I guess any one of these.
Oh, but you get everything that you end up touching.
Exactly.
Oh, that's dicey.
Okay.
Can you hop over my people? Like, if you click that, can you go there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, yeah, that's probably one of my stronger moves in this position. But also, remember, I left this spot open. Oof. I feel like there's an element of running or fighting. Or, yeah. I feel like I just need to be taking back space at this point. We're in such a... Oh, okay, I see where I'm headed from this point. Okay. Oh,
that blink doesn't let you take anything.
Yeah, so like here, it's just, I need to take back some of this. I feel like just working from a spot of, okay.
I'm playing it very aggressively.
It feels that way.
I'm playing like a very, like, as if this game is an attack game, not a territory. I'm experimenting with seeing if it's possible to aggress until you win.
And I feel like I need to keep taking back. I feel like I need to keep taking back.
Can I cancel that? Okay, yeah, cool.
So I would like to grow my territory. Yeah, that's a good move. Okay, so this guy
that's
to here.
It sort of seems like you have to do
that. But we are not... Okay, here we go. So now in this case, I'm going to take over some... I'm going to grow a little bit. Oh, actually, a better move would have been here. I would have gained 2. Okay. So for me to gain territory, go here. Okay. Okay. I think that this should... Okay. Here we go. Let's see.
This isn't great.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm in an interesting situation. I, in some ways, need to do this because this left you open to sort of start taking from the back. Like having a thickness of 2 is the only real defense.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And if I click here, yeah,
you can go over
the only
there.
spot, but I wouldn't want to jump for that.
Right, and you can't jump back here. So this is like, this sort of half of the board can't be taken now.
So here's my best move, because I'm going to get these two and connect here.
Right.
And our board's filling up. I feel like now it starts to get close to, okay, who's going to have more territory? I think I should. Oh, interesting. Oh, that was good. Okay.
I think I'm going to win this.
Yeah, I can't tell if I should go here, growing, or here and take back, but it's so easy for you to just migrate in there again. What else can I take? Oh, yeah, okay. I think I'll do this.
Didn't really like that.
And do you see how this piece isn't flashing?
Yeah, it's inert.
It's showing that, yeah, you can't move from there. Okay. If I space fill here. Leave that open, and I lose. Okay.
It's not really what I expected you to do.
Okay. So I feel like this is... Okay. Now I gotta jump. Okay. So there's 2 moves left in this game.
Yeah. And depending on how you look at it, you can kind of extend it.
I guess I could...
If you hop from there to there,
I'll leave a space open.
Yeah, that'd be very foolish.
Yeah, I think for me, I need to do... Oh, actually...
Don't want to do that. I'll just take both of them.
You'll take both of them.
If
I go here, you're going to take all 3, though.
Yeah, but
and you leave this
I'd have to
space
do it
open.
by hopping.
That's true, and then I get 1 more move.
So the question is, hop from where? What gives you the least?
Right.
So if I hop from here, this gives you 2.
Only
if I hop from here, it gives you like a bunch. So this is
the best spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you already owned a bunch of this area. Oh, it gives you 3, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You may have 1, I think. This is a calculation.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Let's see how it goes. Oh man, the suspense.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's watching in suspense as well. This is, and I believe it will resolve. I'm curious.
I've not done this calculation before.
I'm pretty sure this is not the signal of a draw. I think this is still calculating.
Oh, no, Bruno's saying it's tie.
It's a tie.
Ah,
Okay.
All right, well, then the
'Cause
problem is we shouldn't be playing with an even number, should we?
we should have.
We just shouldn't be playing with an even number.
Oh, rad.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Maybe I made the wrong decision at the end. Because if it was that close, then I probably made the wrong decision. I bet if we rolled the tape back, that there was a slightly... I had three choices.
You had,
that I probably made the wrong choice. Or maybe I made the only choice that would have
resulted in a tie. Maybe the other spaces would have...
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
GG.
Yes.
All right, so I feel like the only way to settle this is, number one, we should perhaps play with an odd number.
Yes. This is 28.
Although, I think we're going to change that. What I'd like to show is I'd like to introduce the AI.
Okay.
So, if you're on the forum, not only can you download Hexagon, try it out, play test it, let Bruno know exactly, what you love about the game, what's working, what's not. I know I recently played and he was like, oh, there's a couple of items. And Bruno, thank you for your comments. It's so helpful to actually have the guidance here.
This is 27. Oh, but with 3 players.
3 players, that's a possible top.
All right.
So
just wanted to make a nice shape. All right. We'll go back to this one.
Okay.
Turn it around so it's better for the camera.
And then we'll put the AI...
Which is this.
Yeah. So the AI blink, it's a separate blink.
And it's a separate program.
And it's a separate program. And there's 4 players potentially in this game.
Yep.
And so we kind of hook it on almost like a little phage.
Yeah.
That's just driving the system. So I'm going to set it here for a moment, and let's start the game again. So just a single click.
Yep.
Cool. You want to be red again? I'll be blue again. And then let's create... So we create...
You create him and then attach?
I believe... Oh. There you go.
Okay, so then I attach like this?
So then we start the game, and we can attach or detach whenever you want. So, yeah, and it can be attached, I believe, anywhere.
It doesn't have to be on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I got this. Okay.
Now, when is purple's turn? Purple is third, I suppose.
And I hope, I think purple's quite visible. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, purple's so visible.
Yeah. All right, and then we wait for the
Ian's talking about having 2 different programs. This is something that I think is definitely worth experimenting with. I think it's a really interesting idea, especially, in this context of a game like Pirates and Lasers or Hexagon that are these strategy games. Building an AI on a separate blink is really cool, especially because probably putting it on the same program would overload it. So I've got a very close neighbor. Now there's another red one there because you clicked on this. I have 2.
Oh, I did. Sorry, that was my fault.
We'll just remove those.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm here.
Well, you just kill me out of the game.
Well, that seems rude. All right, let's just have a detente for 2 turns. Don't eliminate me from the game till I can get to my area.
Okay. So... Yeah, I feel like as you're jumping...
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, I'll take over a little more space.
I'm willing to lose in the name of experimentation.
Okay.
All right, I'm in my own space.
So we got to see the AI make its first move. I feel like the AI and I are going to battle.
You want to see if the AI attacks you? Oh, no, the AI is growing.
Yeah, I feel like growth is pretty important.
No, I disagree. I think the AI is onto something.
Oh, and I didn't share anything about this, which is the AI has multiple levels.
Is it by color?
No, it's by... Did you see how it was circling 1?
Yeah.
You can get that up to... a level 5, I believe.
Okay.
So, let's see. Oh, wait.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wait for the AI. Hmm. Okay. Well, I think I can knock the AI out of this game. I wonder if it gets mad.
But that seems sad.
Um,
Then it'll just be you and me.
we'll let the AI live to see another day.
Tell its tale. I mean, I might not.
Let's see. Maybe the AI and I can. I love reading about this topic. I think it's an important one. I think AI plus human is better than either alone.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, you have the ability to sort of like not play kingmaker, but you can kind of align yourself with an AI even if the AI doesn't align itself with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can not hurt it. Oh, weird. Okay.
Do you think it's getting out of there? It just feels dangerous.
I would have to see what it's.
I think this is a level 1 AI though. So
it's just behaving randomly. This reminds me of back when they were making the
AI's playing at level 1.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrible in that level.
When they were making the Lord of the Rings movies, they invented this thing called the Massive Engine to simulate sort of large scale multi-body battles. And on one of the first tests, they noticed that they set up this battle and that there was a contingent of orcs that got close to the battle and then turned and ran away. And they got so excited because they thought they had accidentally programmed fear, and they were all excited, and then it turns out it was just some other bug. But they thought, like, oh, I've done it. I've made fear.
There's one of the books on our bookshelf here is Breitenberg Vehicles. And yeah, it starts with really simple gestures like going towards light or away from light with solar panels, and then all of a sudden you're describing it as, oh, well, that one likes light. That one needs to feed, and it's like, well, it's just the way the motors are hooked up. Tempting. Okay.
Very conservative, right?
Oof. Yeah, that's a strong move. It's gonna be tough to come back from that. I feel like you've got this one, Dan.
No, because I have a problem. I have to jump to do anything, and that opens gaps in what would otherwise be a solid defense.
Right, but
I only have 3 growth spots available, which you can at least take some from. Like you could take this one from me without much pain. But you've chosen not to.
The AI. Okay.
Can't move those.
So that's right. Oh, and so I'd actually want to jump from here.
Right, and now I have to make a leap. Oh, the AI's dead.
Oh, the AI can't move from here.
But it's registering as movable. Do you know
why? Could be a bug. Likely.
Could it be that there was something here when we started the game and I removed it?
Oh,
I removed these.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you think? I feel like that's worth seeing. I feel like it does in the beginning, the big map build. So I feel like.
But there was something there.
That's right. Okay, so we're gonna pull the AI off. We're gonna cancel that move.
But can you forfeit a turn?
Ah, I see.
I mean, you want me to put something down so you can go?
Well,
that one's red. Yeah. This one's at least yellow.
Yeah.
Here, want me to just put it here so you can harmlessly take a turn?
If it can. I'm not sure if it will. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Not bad.
But it hopped, which is interesting.
Not bad.
Oh, this is my turn? Ugh. Well, take a turn. Put this back, see if it still has life in it. I don't want to take a turn is the problem. Everything I do weakens my position. Except maybe this. Maybe, but honestly, it still, he gets to keep that because it doesn't know where it is spatially.
Yeah, and you got a second turn for some reason.
I'll cheat.
No, I think we've confused it. Okay, So let's try this.
So but Bruno's saying that my assertion might be correct, that I removed a blink after the world had been mapped,
Right.
and that's problematic.
That makes sense. So do you want to try this? I kind of want to, like, I got beaten 6 times in a row by the level 5 AI.
I think I was winning this game.
Yeah. I call this one for Dan.
Let me. All right. Why won't he reset?
Okay. So let's see. So there's different.
Purple was fine.
And then and that's right. So selecting
Single click.
And now
single click.
So cool. So we'll play a green level 5.
Sure.
Okay. So
I'll tap, or you can tap. It's fine.
So now it's building the map.
Yeah, but we don't have
any players.
Yeah.
Let's reset it again.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. So let's see. I'm going to start here. You're going to start there. Tap again to be blue. And then he's going to start here. And then I'm going to double tap start again.
Yeah. Okay. We'll refer to the AI as it.
Yeah. Green.
Green's move. So let's see.
So I still get to go first, presumably. Okay.
Okay. There we go. Let's see. Oh, the AI could have actually just like been very aggressive and been fighting me right out of the gates. Let's see. Similarly, I could have put it out.
It's just being very mean to me.
Well,
it has decided that I am the weak link.
Yeah. I feel like I should put it out of.
It's not. It's over here.
I know, but that doesn't bother me so much. And now I have 2.
It bothers me quite a bit. That's the problem.
I was like, I want the AI out of my corner. Okay, here we go.
This actually might work in my favor. Nope, it won't. Absolutely won't.
Oh, man. Okay, so now if I connect here... Oh, it's going to take all those. Oh, that was just the worst.
That was an interesting decision on the part of the...
I think that was too good of a move to pass up, though. I feel like...
Yeah, that seems like an obvious...
Okay. I feel like I need to kill this portion, but it's going to come right back in, although this is too long of a leap for the other space. Okay.
Oh, the temptation.
Oh, interesting. You weren't going to jump for the 4.
I was, but it'll just take 4 of mine.
Yeah.
It'll just be a trade, and a trade's no good in the face of you being able to take advantage.
Okay. Interesting. So if I come in here, that doesn't prevent from the spread.
It does knock out a lot of green.
It does knock out a lot of green.
I mean, I would endorse you doing that because it just explicitly helps me.
Right. It does knock out a lot of green. I'll have...
You didn't have a claim to that space anyway. You just got a straggler out there. It's not like you were, building a mass there.
And if I extend here, does it really help me that much?
Not a ton.
I don't think so, because it'll jump here and start to eat into that. Okay, so I think this is the right... I feel pretty good about this. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It makes a strong base. Okay. Wow. Yeah, but now I'm in an interesting situation here where I feel like I have to jump.
I'm in a good situation because even if both of you enter this area, I get to go third.
Right.
Although if green is operating intelligently, it will do Oh, no, it can't help itself.
Okay, I'm thinking.
That makes sense. That's a reasonable thing for it to do.
Okay. I think that's the right.
Now I am moveless, so my
So
turn
now
is
you
skipped.
can't move, and I think so. I've got 9 here.
I think you
Sorry,
win if you
got
take that
7.
spot.
7.
You can
8,
only hurt
9,
yourself
10,
by
11.
Oh yeah, you can only hurt yourself by jumping.
And there's nowhere to jump to.
No, yeah, you got that.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
I think I lucked out on the AI attacking you.
I don't know. I don't know if you did. I think I could have handled it better.
That's cool. I feel like I'm learning from watching the AI play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Check out some of the comments real quickly. So they resolved eventually. Cool. There is a bug that stalls the game. We didn't run into any bugs. We created a...
Right, but that, from the perspective of designing a Blinks game,
yes,
that is a bug.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of the games that Blinks ship, they're fail-safe. So
yeah.
If you move pieces in the middle of the game, you don't get into a spot where you're stuck.
Yeah, this was something that was a problem in... this was an exact problem in another game where once the game started, Reactor.
Mm-hmm.
So Reactor in its initial, in like the game jam version of it, when you set up the world, it sort of locked in which faces were the players, and it was unable to change its mind. So if you later removed it and changed it to a different face, it didn't work. And this is something that you can, if you're making a video game, you can lock stuff in, and if you're making a tabletop game, there's an expectation that if a human makes a mistake, that it's the human's fault. And people, well, I screwed up. But because we live in this world between video games and tabletop games, it's somehow your responsibility in all cases, because Blinks are intelligent and people read them as enforcing the rules. Mm-hmm. And so you have to either be able to adapt to a change, or you have to throw a warning and stop playing. And those are sort of your two choices, is either like, this is a problem, there should be something here. Like, the solution to that could be that these faces adjacent to it flashed. Like,
right.
I will not play.
This is not a legal move.
Yeah, I will not play until you put a blink back here, or just adapt. Now, that's a question for Bruno, if he would rather figure out how to recode it to adapt to a changing world, or just code an error system. And those are two equally valid choices.
Right. Showing that the board is hurting. After you set it up like this, I go, okay, start.
Yeah.
And then I take one away, and these 3 sides
being like,
say,
nope.
Nah.
Like, I will not participate in playing until you address this problem.
Right.
And that is a way to solve it. And I think there's a game that does that.
Similar.
Slugfest on the forum does that. Slugfest, I believe, will be like, no, I'm not playing.
And Raid, another game we shipped from the forum, does, if you try and do an illegal move, it says nope, but it also makes sure that it also rejects any,
Yeah. So there's lots of ways to solve this problem, and this is one of the things about designing a Blinks game, is realizing you live in that space between digital games where the user expectation is that everything's taken care of for them, and tabletop games where the user expectation is that they are in charge. We live in this liminal space where, yes, the user is in charge, but the Blinks are expected to enforce all the rules.
It's
but it's an interesting space. It allows you to do really interesting things.
So I feel like we could continue on this for quite some time. Bruno, thank you so much for, number one, continuing to share progress on this game. I think this is, there's lots of really exciting developments happening on the forum. This is one that I've been following and just really enjoying learning how to play. And I think also just seeing how this game evolves. It's very clearly, a really nice strategic game. We actually like. I feel like
Yeah. I feel. I mean, I've now played 3 games, and I feel like I had successes and failures, and I feel like they were my fault, which is sort of the feeling you want when you play a strategy. Sometimes you play like a strategy game, and you're like, that's not my fault. Like this, like I can tell that I lost that game because I made the wrong decisions. I don't know what they were, and that's what makes it worth coming back to.
yeah, and if the AI can make the better decisions,
Right.
then you know, okay,
Right.
the AI is making better decisions at each level.
Yeah.
I can also be making better decisions.
Yeah, and that's to me like actually one of my favorite board games, Power Grid. You've played Power Grid. I played it with you. That was exactly that's when people ask why it's my favorite. It's exactly what I'm saying about this game. That the first time I played, I lost, and I was like, oh, that was my fault. I could have won. I had the opportunity to win, and I failed to do it, which is the feeling that I really want from a strategy. As opposed to, when you play Snakes and Ladders, and you're like, I had nothing to do with that. I had everything to do with this loss, and everything to do with the near win on the game before. Like, I felt responsible, and that's really great about this.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's lots going on here, and I think this is, I think there's some really nice takeaways. I feel like this is definitely worth, if you've got a developer kit, you can load this game up right now.
Yeah.
We played it with 30 blinks. We could also, you could play this with 12 is a little too tight.
I would also guess that the strategy would radically change.
As you go smaller,
radically.
Maybe more aggressive game.
And if we had twice as many blinks, I would have spent the first 10 turns just building a little town that can't be taken away from me, and then going off on an adventure. Whereas this, it's not big enough for me to do that because green was in my space immediately.
I think there's also a nice aspect of, like, you could create a map that has, I'm manipulating this, but you could create a map that has holes in it to start to create spaces.
This is something that we, that I love about Raid, that this game shares, that the way you build the world vastly changes it. So, for instance, playing on, like, this world would be real weird. Like, this would be, this pass becomes essentially the most important point in the game.
Right.
Because whoever's past it, when it gets closed, gets all those. And you can really make some wild stuff.
Yeah. And Bruno says 12 is likely the minimum.
Yeah.
So, cool. Well, once again, I think this you'll be seeing more of this game. Definitely follow the progress on the forum. If you haven't signed up for Global Game Jam for next week, make sure you sign up. If you've signed up and haven't let us know that you've signed up, reach out and let us know that you're jamming.
There's a link on the forum. I've also put up a link recently for a team building spreadsheet. I know Bruno's on there. So if you're interested in forming a team or being part of a team, just throw your name on there, throw your forum handle on there, your Discord handle if you're on Discord, and we can, you can start to, we don't have to form teams before the jam. Usually it's fun to do it, on the night, but just get your name out there and say, yes, I have a dev kit, no, I don't have a dev kit, programming experience, no programming experience, and there's no wrong answers on any of those boxes, I think is the important thing. Is not having a dev kit is not a barrier to not participating. We've got the simulator. You can, just do a video call with someone who does have one and point the camera down like we do here. I'd definitely go check it out. Sign up on the link and put your name in the spreadsheet if you want to make teams, which I really think you should. Like 90% of the fun of a game jam is making something with a stranger in a lot of ways. So I would definitely recommend it.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you next week. Thanks, everybody, for joining for the live stream today. And if you haven't subscribed, do so down below, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the AI is